What if you could skip millions of dollars in compute time and instantly make your custom AI brilliant? Welcome to Yurix AI. This is lecture 32 of LLMs from scratch, Zero to Builder. Today, we're going to take that custom GPT architecture we've been painstakingly coding from scratch and inject real OpenAI GPT-2 weights directly into it, turning it from a babbling toddler into a coherent text generator. So here's our builder's blueprint for today's explainer. 1. Why we need pre-trained weights. 2. The OpenAI GPT-2 weights. 3. Downloading weights in Python. 4. The GPT-2 parameter dictionary. And 5. Loading those weights and testing them out. Let's get right into it.
Section 1. Why we need pre-trained weights, solving coherence.
Okay, so to really grasp why our from-scratch model is struggling right now, we've got to talk about pre-trained weights. Think of these as optimized numerical values that represent the actual hard-earned knowledge of an AI. They're only acquired after crunching massive data sets over weeks, sometimes months of intense training. Basically, it's the pure brain power a model develops after reading billions and billions of words.
And honestly, our current situation perfectly illustrates this. We trained our custom model on just one tiny book dataset for a few epochs, right? So when we prompt it with "every effort moves you," it spits back total nonsense, something like "not very coherent." But what we actually want is that smooth, logical continuation, like "every effort moves you toward finding an ideal new way." Hitting that level of coherence, yeah, that requires massive training data that we literally just don't have sitting on our local laptops.
So, here's the huge standout idea for today's lecture. Instead of training for weeks and burning through millions of dollars in server costs, we are simply going to load OpenAI's real pre-trained GPT-2 weights directly into the model you built. If that just clicked, hit the like button.
Section 2. The OpenAI GPT-2 weights, the 124 million parameter model files.
So how do we actually get these? Well, OpenAI publicly released these incredibly expensive files, and you can grab them right off platforms like Kaggle. We're talking about 7 files in total, weighing in at around 500 megabytes. The absolute heavy lifter here is model.checked. That's the checkpoint holding the actual weight parameters. We've also got encoder.json, which acts as our vocabulary mapping for 50,257 unique tokens, and hparams.json, which gives us the model's core settings. Literally millions of dollars in compute time just handed to us for free. Pretty amazing, right?
Just to make sure we're totally aligned, we're starting with the 124 million parameter version of GPT-2. This specific architecture uses 12 transformer blocks and a context window of 1024 tokens. Now, OpenAI did release much larger models, up to 1.5 billion parameters, but starting with 124 million is absolutely perfect for our educational setup here.
All right, Section 3. Downloading weights in Python, fetching the files.
Now, OpenAI originally saved these weights using TensorFlow, but our custom architecture is built in PyTorch. To bridge that gap, we're going to run a quick Python script. Step 1, we install TensorFlow purely to read their files, along with TQDM, so we can actually see a nice progress bar while downloading. Step 2, we fetch those 7 files via a direct URL request. And step 3, this is where the magic happens, our script extracts those TensorFlow model parameters and neatly reformats them into a PyTorch-friendly dictionary.
Moving on to Section 4, the GPT-2 parameter dictionary, understanding the format.
Okay, we've downloaded the data, but we really need to understand this massive dictionary that's holding it all. Think of this parameter dictionary like moving day. Imagine you've just finished building a beautiful multi-story house. The walls are up, the rooms are clearly defined, but it's completely empty. That empty house, that's the PyTorch GPT architecture you just coded. The dictionary we just downloaded is essentially a fleet of moving trucks packed with highly specific, meticulously organized boxes of furniture. Our job right now is to unpack those boxes and place the furniture in the exact right rooms.
So, let's take a look inside those moving trucks. What do these boxes actually look like? Our dictionary has 5 primary top-level keys. WT contains our token embeddings. WP holds our positional embeddings. The blocks key is absolutely massive. It holds all the weights for the transformer's attention mechanisms and the feed-forward layers. And finally, G and B hold the scale and shift weights for our final layer normalization. Before we write the logic to actually unpack these into our model, I want to take a quick pause. How does it feel running real OpenAI GPT-2 weights in your own code? Seriously, pause this explainer right now and drop your answer in the comments. I'd love to read your thoughts on reaching this massive milestone.
All right, let's look a little closer at one of those major boxes. WT, the token embeddings. These are the mathematical representations of our 50,257 vocabulary words mapped out into a 768-dimensional space. And here is a fascinating engineering trick GPT-2 uses, called weight tying. Instead of creating a brand new set of weights for the final output projection layer that predicts the next word, GPT-2 literally recycles this exact same WT matrix. This brilliant little optimization keeps our total parameter count strictly at 124 million instead of letting it balloon all the way up to 164 million.
Finally, Section 5, Loading Weights and Testing, Furnishing the House.
We've unpacked our boxes, so let's finally put the furniture in the house. Here's exactly how we map the dictionary to our model. First, we make sure our config matches OpenAI's setup perfectly, meaning we set our context length to 1024 and enable the query key value biases. Second, OpenAI provides their multi-head attention weights as one giant fused matrix, so we'll just write a simple split function to separate them into distinct query, key, and value matrices. Finally, we iterate through our layers and directly assign our downloaded dictionary weights to our custom PyTorch GPT model objects. Shape by shape, tensor by tensor, we furnish the house.
Once it's loaded, we get to the really fun part, testing our hyperparameters. Since we wrote our own generation loop, we completely control the entropy. If we set the temperature super low, say to 0.1, the output is highly coherent and logically sound. If we bump it up to 1.4, it gets a bit more creative and unpredictable. And just for fun, if we set the temperature to an absurd 10.0, the model completely breaks and generates absolute gibberish, like ideal new set piece but only at times. Having this granular, local control is the whole beauty of building from scratch.
But when we dial in those settings just right and feed it our prompt, look at this output. Every effort moves you toward finding an ideal new way to practice something. It's beautiful. This is fully coherent, grammatically perfect text generated purely from our scratch-built PyTorch code fueled by OpenAI's real weights. We actually did it.
This is a massive milestone, folks. You aren't just calling an API anymore. You have the nuts and bolts of a fully functioning LLM running locally on your machine. So what will you build now that you have a fully functioning, locally running LLM? Because in our next lecture, we are moving beyond pre-training and diving deep into fine-tuning, so you can build specialized text classifiers and custom applications. Like, share, subscribe to Yurix AI for a new lecture every day. Hit the bell. I'll see you in the next one.